He's in rare form.
Good morning. Welcome to the Mobile County Conference Commission meeting for March the 7th. And I call this meeting to order. And Commissioner Ludgood is not here today, so I think me and Commissioner Hudson should be able to handle everything. Oh, Cherie's not here. So do we have any speakers? No speakers this morning. All right, thank you. Interim Administrator Eddie Kerr.
Thank you, sir.
E. Edwin Kerr.
That's Edwin.
On certain days. Good morning, Commissioners. We ask that you consider the following. 1, approve minutes of the regular meetings. 2, approve a list of claims. 3, we will ask that you hold this public hearing at the conference. Hold public hearings so any citizen of the county shall be given the opportunity to be heard for or against any item related to the statement of revenues, expenditures, and changes in the fund balance report.
Public hearing is now in session. Are there any comments for or against? Seeing none, the public hearing is closed.
4, approve grant agreement with the Alabama Department of Economic and Community Affairs for the 2024 Local Government Pistol Permit Revenue Loss Fund for a to-be-determined amount with no local match, and authorize the President of the Commission to execute all documents associated with the award.
Is that, I thought, why is it a to-be-determined amount? Is there, I thought the legislature had set a certain amount of money for that revenue loss.
Good morning. So the grant agreement from ADECA still states that it's a to-be-determined amount. My understanding is that on a quarterly basis, the state decides how much money they want to put in that fund, and then that's divided amongst all the recipients.
Based on a formula?
Or funding availability, I'm not sure.
Well, obviously, whatever's available, but I guess based on the formula size of the
Correct.
jurisdiction and so
Yes.
forth.
Yeah, it's divided based off of their formula for each recipient.
Okay. Thank you, Gordon.
5, approve grant agreement from the Alabama Department of Economic and Community Affairs for the Stop Violence Against Women Act prosecution program in the amount of $45,827.70 with $15,275.90 in local match to be paid by the Office of the Mobile County District Attorney, and authorize execution of all associated documents. 6, approve grant agreement from the Alabama Department of Economic and Community Affairs for the Stop Violence Against Women Act Sexual Assault Prosecution Program in the amount of $35,000 with $11,666.67 in local match to be paid by the Office of the Mobile County District Attorney, and authorize execution of all associated documents. 7, authorize contract with the City of Mobile for payment of up to $900,000 in the event the construction bid for the Africatown Welcome Center exceeds $6,224,073 will be paid from District 1 carryover funds for the Africatown Welcome Center. 8, approve assignment to TAG Architects for a new security gates at Camps 2, 3, and 4. The work will consist of design, bidding, and project administration associated with the development of new security gates. The proposed fee is $37,125. 9, approve assignment to Duplantis Design Group for the Sims Senior Center Walking Trail Phase 2. The work will consist of design, bidding, and project administration associated with the development of a walking trail and pickleball court. The proposed fee is $99,060. 10, authorize advertising for bids, Camp 1 two-story building renovation.
Are we, in the event, Ricky, I know that there's, for 3 years, we've been looking for property, trying to upgrade our facilities for our maintenance department, for as far as our vehicle maintenance department is concerned, particularly equipment, which is used out there. In the event that we eventually find a suitable location or a suitable building to move that to, that building, this building that we're talking about is the administrative building there, I guess?
No, sir, it's the big building at Camp One. It's right off of Schillinger Road.
On the
It houses
north, on the south side of the property, right, I guess?
Yes, sir.
Where the radio shop and all.
Yes, sir.
Is that gonna, would that still be utilized? So, okay, I was just concerned about continuing to spend money at that facility out there if we weren't gonna be using it, if we found a new location for it.
So what we're looking to build new or move to a different location would be strictly the facilities, the equipment facilities.
Okay.
And this has nothing to do with the equipment
Okay.
facilities.
Thank you.
Yes,
Could
sir.
you tell us a little bit about the renovation, what's planned?
They're going to change out the floors, paint the walls, redo all the ceiling tiles, upgrade the first floor bathroom to ADA compliance, and just general things like that. And
Probably needs it
is that it?
by now.
Okay, that was everything. I was
Okay.
making sure.
All righty, thank you.
Thank you.
11, approve assignment to PH&J Architects for roof replacements for John Archer Center and 8 Mile Shopping Center. The work will consist of design, bidding, and project administration associated with the re-roofing at John Archer Center and 8 Mile Shopping Center. The proposed fee is $105,000. 12, approve conveyance to Dumas Wesley Community Center, Mobile County Commission's undivided 5% interest of real property located at 126 Mobile Street, pending legal review. 13, authorize County Commission President to sign and send a letter to congressional representatives in opposition to legislation allowing for the increase of truckload weight limits on local streets and roads. 14, approve application of RFP Properties to transfer retail beer and table wine license to Siam Pranam for Country Corner, 6,000 Grand Bay Wilmer Road South. 15, adopt resolution authorizing request of the Revenue Commissioner's Office at Michael Square Shopping Center to dispose of certain items from fixed assets inventory list, declare as surplus property, and authorize items to be disposed of by lawful means. 16, approve contract amendment number 1 with Ardura Group for City of Chickasaw Sewer Rehabilitation Project to add additional engineering and design services. The costs associated with the contract will be reimbursed by the Restore Grant. 17, approve appropriation contract with TAPS Drill in the amount of $17,000 to purchase equipment to support its Honor Guard 101 initiative. 18, approve amendment to the Mobile County Commission American Rescue Plan Act Strategic Spending Plan approved August 1, 2022 to amend awarded funding as follows. 19, I do want to mention that number 18 and 19 are both associated with provided the necessary funding to go forward with the golf course bid award. What we have here is what we've done to try to arrange that funding through multiple sources. It may change somewhat between now and Monday as we decide how to do it most efficiently and effectively, but I will get back to the commissioners on what that final funding is.
Okay.
19, award bid to Mid-America Golf and Landscape for Mobile County Golf Course Project Golf Course Phase for their total low bid in the amount of $13,978,055.52 and authorized execution of contract documents and will be paid from the funding sources as follows.
Question, I know the bid, the $13 million bid, what will that all include?
So the bid that we've already awarded and had a change order last week is the infrastructure phase, just kind of catch you up on the whole project. That includes the tennis courts,
Okay.
the pickleball courts, the parking lot for that facility, which will also serve for the parking lot of the driving range. It includes some restroom facilities out on the golf course. Matthew, you want to help me? What else? It includes a parking lot for where eventually the clubhouse will be located. What else? Water, sewer, and electrical.
Water and sewer, roadway infrastructure, parking, that's all included in the phase that's already been awarded.
Yeah.
This phase that's currently before you includes everything else.
Yeah.
So it's the rest of the golf course to actually be able to play golf.
Yes.
So it's the greens, the fairways,
Okay.
et cetera.
This will get us open. So it's a complete redo. It'll be new cart paths, new fairways, new greens, new tee boxes, a total new design, sort of. I mean, it's pretty much going to lay out similar to the previous golf course that was there. The only thing that's not included in this phase would be the eventual clubhouse. Also in that first phase, there's a maintenance building being built to store the equipment that'll be used at the golf course. But this phase, and I think the contractor will be here Monday to speak a little bit on it. I'd ask him to come down, but he'll be here to speak about a timeline on when they will be started. My understanding is that as soon as we get the contract approved and signed, that they will be starting construction in the first weeks of April, and that their intention is to get the driving range finished, because the parking lot will be there, and hopefully have the driving range open and being utilized by September of this year,
While construction's going on.
while construction is going on the rest of the golf course. That way we could get that facility open for the general public, and they could start using the pickleball. Pickleball is very, very, very popular.
Heard.
Yeah, I get the calls every day about pickleball courts, but it'll get that open, the driving range open, and also our students in our schools will be able to start utilizing that practice facility. And there's been some commitment from the school system to help with this project, so there'll be some money coming from the school system as well to help. But that's basically the timeline, and my hope is, maybe you or Shane can answer this, I believe by mid or end summer, early fall next year, the golf course would be open and operating. Is that correct, Matthew? I thought so.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, thank you. And I will add this, so I don't have to add it Monday. I have a whole lot more respect for you and your soccer complex and sportsplex, because this has been a project that I have, I think as soon as I walked in the door after I got sworn in, I called Jay to my office and asked about how to buy property for this project, and we started working on it the day I walked in the door, literally. And it's been a 3-year project of saving every dime I could save and scratching up every penny from anybody who wanted to be involved in the project. So
Yep, now you understand.
you understand.
Good job, though.
Thank you.
20, approve professional services contract with Jubilee HR Consultants in the amount of up to $21,600 to provide human resources consulting services in accordance with Statement of Work Number 1, pending final legal review. 21, consider taking the following action on bids. 22, approve renewal of software agreement with TSA in the amount of $8,683.20 for VMware vSphere standard for the Revenue Commissioner's Office. 23, approve renewal of software agreement with E.J. Ward in the amount of $19,719.41 for annual SaaS billing and annual HW tank maintenance for the County Commission. 24, approve renewal of subscription agreement with GoDaddy Inc. in the amount of $899.98 for standard wildcard SSL Mobile County AL.gov, a 2-year renewal for the County Commission. 25, approve service order with Unity Fiber in the amount of $610 per month for 36 months to build fiber from 1550 South Broad Street and create a 100 megabyte per second Ethernet connection back to Mobile Government Plaza. 26, approve appropriation contract with the Mothers Involved Against Gun Violence in the amount of $2,500 from District 1 Commission funds for its gun violence initiative. 27, approve appropriation contract with the Board of School Commissioners of Mobile County in the amount of $19,000 from District 2 Education funds for picnic tables and material for an outdoor dining area at Taylor White Elementary School. 28, approve appropriation contract with Africatown Community Development Corporation in the amount of $31,222.52 from District 1 Commission funds to pay off their community tractor. 29, approve appropriation contract with Mobile Azalea Trail in the total amount of $5,000 for its golf tournament event. Funds will be divided as follows. 30, approve appropriation contract with the Mobile Azalea Trail in the total amount of $15,000 for travel to Washington, D.C. for the Cherry Blossom Parade. Funds will be divided as follows. 31, approve request of the Mobile Alumni Chapter Delta Sigma Theta Sorority. Yeah, I can't get it out. I got to the last
I've been
word.
there.
To rent voting machines in the total amount of $300 to conduct elections for voting on policies and procedures April 6, 2024. 32, approve lease agreement with Latte at the same rates and terms as the original lease.
Coffee Monster.
And Commissioners, we do have one add-on. Approve contract amendment with the Waterworks and Sewer Board of the City of Pritchard, agenda item 42, approved February 27th, 2023, to eliminate the reimbursement provision and provide the Waterworks and Sewer Board of the City of Pritchard with payment of the remaining amount of the $1.5 million appropriated, subject to legal review.
Thank you, Carrie, for your help.
What's that?
I was thanking Carrie for her help with putting that together at the last second. We need a little assistance, so thank you. Good job.
Mr. Kegley? Thank you, Eddie. Brian?
Okay. Good morning, Commissioners. We would ask that you take the following action on Monday. Number 1, award a bid to HCL Contracting for the resurfacing of the Mount Vernon streets, one of our 2022 pay-as-you-go program projects, for the bid amount of $160,663.43. Item 2, adopt a resolution to accept proposal from Regions Bank for the purchase of $29 million in aggregate principal amount of the county's pay-as-you-go road, bridge, and drainage facilities bond, Series 2020B. Item 3, adopt a resolution and order authorizing the issuance of $29 million in aggregate principal amount of the county's pay-as-you-go road, bridge, and drainage facilities bonds, Series 2020B. Item 4, adopt a resolution and order calling for the redemption on March the 11th, all of the county's $29 million pay-as-you-go road, bridge, and drainage facilities bonds, Series 2020B. And
Brian, would you kind of explain for public consumption what we're doing here?
Okay, be happy to. And by the way, that will complete the bonding process for that 2020 pay-as-you-go program.
Okay.
So basically, the county is issuing $29 million worth of bonds. Regions Bank is going to be purchasing those bonds from us. And then we will turn right around and out of our 301 Special Highway Tax Fund, we will purchase those bonds back from Regions Bank. So we take that money from Regions Bank and we place that into a pay-as-you-go account where it starts accruing interest. So we're not paying interest, we're accruing interest into that account.
Right, and
All on
we
the same
have to
day.
jump through that hoop because a legislative requirement.
It is a legislative requirement that it be a bond issue, absolutely.
Right.
That is the reason why we're having to do that. Yes.
So, but we turn right around, so we don't have the costs associated other than just the general underwriter cost normally associated.
So we have a very small amount. These bonds will be issued as of the date of March 1, so there's a little bit of interest that is accruing from March 1 to March the 11th. But other than that, the actual issuance generation of the bonds, that's the only payment that will end
Right.
up having to
I
pay.
think there tends to be some confusion with the public, when it appears on the agenda, because we're not borrowing money, we tell people, and for all intents and purposes, we really aren't. We're just going through that necessary step with the bond issue because it's required by law.
It is required by law, and we are purchasing those bonds from Regions after they purchase it from us with the 6.5 mil ad valorem tax coming into our special highway tax fund.
All right, thank you.
And that will complete the bonding process for the 2020 pay-as-you-go program. Item 5, adopt a resolution to accept proposal from Regions Bank for the purchase of the county's $20 million county pay-as-you-go road, bridge, and drainage facilities bonds for the 2022 B series. Item 6, adopt a resolution and order authorizing the issuance of $20 million of principal amount of the pay-as-you-go road, bridge, and drainage facilities bonds, Series 2022B. Item 7, adopt a resolution and order calling for the redemption on March the 11th, 2024, all of the county's $20 million pay-as-you-go road, bridge, and drainage facilities bonds, Series 2022B. And Commissioners, that will leave a $19 million balance for the 2022 pay-as-you-go program. Probably in a year or two, we will need to do that third Series C to redeem that $19 million. Okay?
Okay.
Item 8, authorize advertising and receiving bids for project MCR 2018-005 Howells Ferry Road at Fire Tower Road. Commissioner, this is the roundabout at Howells Ferry Road and Fire Tower. Long-awaited
Yay.
roundabout. Item 9, approve preliminary plat only of the Pines of Dawes. That's in Commission District 3. This is a private road subdivision. Roads will not be accepted for maintenance by the County of Mobile. Item 10, approve preliminary and final plat of Stokes addition to Grand Bay. That's in Commission District 3, and this is also a private road. Item 11, approve right-of-way and or easement agreement for Track 1 and Track 2 on one of our 2020 pay-as-you-go projects, County Farm Road. Item 12, approve a non-reimbursable agreement for relocation of utility facilities on Carroll Plantation Road with Alabama Power Company. This is one of our 2018 pay-as-you-go projects, and Commissioner, we're getting really close to asking for authority to advertise for bids on that one.
So I guess we were able to, I know at one time you and I had a conversation about separating those two projects, but we were able to keep them together.
Keeping them together,
That's
bid
good.
them together. We have come up with a way to find the funding to do the additional.
Thank you, Brian.
Item 13, authorize advertising and receiving bids for the Mobile County Aquatic Center.
Should we identify that as Phase 1, do you think, on our documents?
We can surely do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Just to be more specific, I suppose.
Okay.
What is what is phase one of the aquatic center? That's an interesting project too.
It
Exciting
is.
as well.
It is. That would allow us to move forward to build the 50-meter outdoor pool with the dive wells and the indoor instructional warm-up pool, as well as, of course, all the site work outside and parking and what have you. So,
I know there are a lot of people in Mobile County excited about that aquatic center.
yeah, they've been waiting a few decades here.
We're looking at bidding that probably the third week of April, Commissioner.
Third week of April.
Third week of April.
Okay, great. Hallelujah.
Item 14, approve setting the following speed limits as listed below. And that is currently it.
Brian, do we set our speed limits on state, or where's this from, Laurendine?
Oh, these are county-maintained routes.
Okay,
That section of Dolphin Island Parkway South is maintained by us. Yeah, it was turned over to us.
oh yeah,
years and
north
years
of
ago.
north of Laurendine, back up towards
Yes.
Core Industries.
That's right.
Okay,
Mhm. All the way back up to Baker Sorrell.
okay, thank you. Do you have anything? Just real quickly, I think I saw Mark here earlier, but I want to thank him and Judge Davis, or Judge Davis and him, I guess, in that order, for their hard work. The judge isn't here, is he, Mark? I can't see you.
He's next door.
Okay, well, thank you guys for Tuesday. As always, you did a fabulous job of making sure that our election process here in Mobile is done properly and efficiently. So I want to thank you, and I also want to thank all of our employees at the county also who work so diligently to make sure that that takes place. And I want to give a special thanks because I know that we have many of our employees who work polls during the election process in Mobile County. So thank you for doing that as well. I also want to say congratulations to Sandra Morrison in the engineering department who got married. So
I would just like to add that I look forward to the opportunity to work with you for another 4 years, as well as the wonderful staff we have. I know that some of them are retiring, leaving us, but we have some wonderful people here, and we thank you for all you do, and it's been a pleasure to serve with you this long and to continue the next 4 years, so just glad to be returning.
well, and let me say congratulations to you and your
Thank you.
primary victory, and congratulations to me too. I guess I won my primary.
Yeah, congratulations to you, too.
So, thank you. All right, if there's nothing else, I guess we'll stand adjourned until Monday. Did you have anything else, Eddie? Did you have something? Okay, you looked very concerned down there.